Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the Las Vegas Advisor Weekly Update with Anthony and Andrew. Today is Thursday, July 27th, 2023. And we got a lot of interesting information today. We got a parking fee to discuss. We got some lobster news coming up. But today we're going to start with just some hard news. What's going on, Anthony?
Fire in the sky. Right?
Fire in the sky.
Fire in the sky at Fontainebleau.
Yes.
Earlier this week, I had a buddy driving in who called me. He goes, "What's burning?" Mm-hmm. And I go, Rome? I don't know. I have no idea because I can see out over the strip, but only basically over the south end of the strip. I go, "What do you mean? What do you see?" He goes, "It looks like one of the casinos is on fire." Mm-hmm. He goes, "There's smoke just billowing everywhere. The smoke billowing up in the air." And it turns out it was the Fontainebleau, which couldn't see because it was over on the north side, mm-hmm. And it looked really scary. I mean, there was smoke everywhere, yeah. And really, this place has been so cursed. Just everything goes wrong at this place, and now there's a fire, right? Right.
So, do you think it's gonna prevent it from opening in December?
It's not gonna affect anything. It turned out it was just a roof. It was roof materials.
Okay.
All right. So there was a bunch of stuff on the roof that somehow caught on fire. I don't know how that happened, and it hasn't been reported. But nobody was hurt, and there was no significant damage, mm-hmm. And it's still on pace for December opening. No specific date has been announced, but they say December.
Yeah.
And except for that little bump in the road, so far so good. The funny thing is it sort of brought up memories of Vegas World. Mm-hmm. Way back in 1993, Vegas World was building, Stupak was building the Stratosphere Tower.
Oh, right.
And the tower caught on fire.
Oh, geez.
And I mean, they called it the Roman candle because it was just like this one pillar. And there was just fire coming out of it, everywhere. Right. And there was significant damage there, but nothing of the sort here. So everything stays on track.
Yeah. And, the Strat is right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Bob Stupak Road. And in other news, we are about to talk about the Texas Station and the Fiesta Rancho. What's going on?
Long gone.
Yeah, they demolished.
They were demolished a couple of months ago, but it's been announced what they're going to do there. Mm-hmm. So, this is a big description. So let me read it here. A group called HYLO, Hylo, going to create a mixed-use commercial residential hotel recreation development.
Okay.
Let me say that one more time. Mixed-use commercial residential hotel recreation development.
No casino.
No casino. Casino was disallowed.
That's right.
Right? So what will it be, you ask?
Yes.
What will it be?
What will it be?
It will incorporate the ice skating rink and parking garage. That's all.
Really?
That's all that's left of the other structures. They will be adding up to 665 homes and multifamily housing things, whatever those are going to be, a sports field, 2 new ice skating rinks, outdoor entertainment venue, 150-room hotel, plus restaurants, retail, car wash, and child care center.
Well, this sounds fantastic.
Well, it's going to be a big complex. I mean, it's, again, no gambling, mm-hmm. because Station Casino didn't want anybody building in that area where they were leaving.
Right, no competition.
Yeah, but it's going to be a big deal out there. So anyone who was wondering, when you drive by, those buildings are long gone, mm-hmm. and you just see sort of an empty space right now, but they're going to be building there pretty soon.
So the World Series of Poker main event is over, and we have a winner.
Yep, a new world champ.
Yep.
All right, this guy is Daniel Weinman.
There you go.
Actually pretty well known to people, in the business. Mm-hmm. He's 35 years old, professional poker player. That's what he does for a living, from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Won $12.1 million, new record.
Yeah, incredible.
Previous record was $12 million. Jamie Gold, 2006, I think. He beat Stephen Jones. Only 24 hands of heads-up play once they got down to it, so it ended up real quick. Jones won $6.5 million for taking second. And, of interest here is that Weinman is the first American to win the event since a guy named John Sin in 2018.
Okay.
So since 2018, it's been all non-Americans that have won this thing.
So they set a record, Anthony, for participation.
Yeah, in the main event, 10,043 players.
Wow. That's incredible. Okay, what about the other competitions?
In terms of participation for the whole meet, I don't know yet. I've seen mixed results on this, mm-hmm. and somebody just sent me an analysis that I haven't looked at yet. And I want to look at it because, I've been of the opinion that poker is kind of dying out. But, they're doing everything they can at the World Series to show otherwise. Okay. So I'm going to look at those participation figures. I think it was down a little bit from what I've seen. But they did a good job with the main event for sure.
Yeah, main event better than ever.
Yeah.
All right, now this one was rumored. We didn't know for sure, but now we do, and it is in regards to the Venetian parking fees.
Venetian Palazzo.
Yeah.
They've announced that they're going to initiate paid parking. There goes another one, right? Another one bites the dust.
Yep.
Right? And for all these years, there's been paid parking now at all the other places, so many places on the Strip, not all, obviously. Venetian Palazzo has not, but they were sold. Sands sold them to, and it's being run by Apollo Management now, and Apollo is known for doing these kinds of things. We don't have any information about it. All right, so we don't know if there's going to be a grace period, of an hour like there are at the others, if there'll be a special deal for locals. Maybe locals will be exempt. We don't even know the prices. They just say it's going to be instituted in August.
Right.
And so we'll be looking for that. A big question here is, what's the Wynn going to do?
Right. Yeah. The
Because-
Wynn and Treasure Island.
Well, Treasure Island, I think, will stay where it's at. Treasure Island, no parking fees. Circus, no parking fees. But the Wynn originally did have parking fees, and when Venetian Palazzo didn't, the Wynn reverted to not.
Right.
Now, what will the Wynn do with their competitors now doing it? Will the Wynn try to take advantage of this, or will they go, well, they're doing it now, we can do it?
Well, now part of the reason that we think they're doing it is because of the opening of the Sphere.
Sure. I mean, yeah, they're trying to get, with everything that's going on, they're like, now's the time to do it. People are going to be coming to the North End.
Yeah.
So if anything was going to happen, I'd say it's at least 50-50 that the Wynn reverse again. Because, they're already set up. They've already paid for all the equipment in there, and they can flip the switch on that anytime they want. So we'll see.
Yeah. And then you can always remember, as you just said, Anthony, you can always go park at Circus.
Circus, Treasure Island, some places at the Tropicana, Casino Royale, Center Strip, the Mirage if you're a local.
Yeah, that's right.
The Sahara. So, there are still places on the Strip you can park for free.
All right. And you can also go to LasVegasAdvisor.com and click on the parking tab. And it tells you all the free parking in town, including the malls and stuff.
Everywhere, yeah. And as things change, we update that, instantaneously.
All right, I'm super excited about this one. Of course, it's taking place at the Palms, my favorite all-you-can-eat lobster buffet. They're doing it 2 nights now.
2 nights now. Previously this was Wednesday only. We talked about the ferocious lines there.
Yeah.
Because, only one night a week. And so I guess it's been so successful and people keep coming. So now it's Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Right. Here you go.
And they moved. Now, Thursdays was the really good crab legs, the alternative, where instead of getting lobster, you could get crab legs for a little bit less. And, that was great without having to fight the lines. That's been moved to Friday.
Okay.
And that's now lobster and that's now crab legs and prime rib.
Okay.
All right. The cool thing about it is there's been no price change.
Great. So still $65.
Yeah, you would expect when they do something like that, they're also going to take that opportunity to raise the price. Nope, still $64.99 for lobster and $42.99 for crab legs.
Okay, so now Wednesday and Thursday you go for that all-you-can-eat lobster at the Palms, and now the Thursday all-you-can-eat crab and prime rib is now going to be Friday.
Correct.
Okay.
So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you got that. And these are the big discounts with our member rewards coupon. So it's it's 2 for 1 there. So if as a husband and wife you want to go eat lobster, you're going to save $65 with the coupon. If you go for crab, you're going to save $43.
And I would also say if you're going on a Friday, go to the Ghost Bar at night. They got live music for free up there.
It's a good parlay, man.
Yeah.
Go get the buffet and hit the Ghost Bar.
Yeah.
The Palms is doing both of the Native American places on the Strip. They're doing things. The Palms and the Mirage. They're doing things. The Mirage mostly for locals, but they're doing things to bring people in. So we're going to keep promoting them as long as they are. I think it's great.
Free parking at the Palms.
Hey, man, free parking at the Palms. The Palms is coming back. I'm starting to dig that place again.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for watching the live stream that we did last Friday, beer with Anthony and Andrew. That was a lot of fun. I certainly had fun. But one comment that we got, we had the book 21st Century Card Counter right in front, and one of the comments was, why didn't you promote the book that was sitting on the table?
Yeah, somebody said, why didn't you say something about the book?
Yeah.
And Andrew and I looked at each other and we said, well, we did.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about the book. We talked about Colin. We talked about why, but it turns out that there was a glitch in the feed.
In the live stream, yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't know until it was over. And
we rewatched it.
Yeah, we rewatched it and realized that that's what happened.
Yeah, we said there were a few minutes cut out of this live stream.
Yeah, so that's what happened there. The book 21st Century Card Counter, I think we put it up on the screen, was done by Colin Jones. Now, the reason we talked about that book is that we were promoting a YouTube video that he did with his BLACKJACK and it is how to play blackjack tournament strategies with me as the guest. So it was me and Colin talking about tournament strategies. It's a good video, man.
It's a great video. Not only is the production done very well, but the information that you guys discuss about how to play a tournament is valuable.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, he asked me all the hot points, things that can be learned really quickly about how to do well in a blackjack tournament. There's also some like pretty cool archival photos and some TV footage of me back when I was like in my 30s, man. Playing blackjack and winning trophies and things like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's worth watching. I mean, I would like people to see this because it imparts good information. B, they did a great job on it. And it was fun to watch. So, you can watch that thing and come use that information against me. I'm playing the tournament tonight at Downtown Grand.
That's right. We'll be there later today. Try to arrive around 2:30 because it takes a minute to sign in and do all that stuff. Tournament starts at 3. And watch this video because it's got great information. I'll leave a link in the description box if you want to check it out. And then also hit a like and subscribe to the Blackjack Apprenticeship if you are interested in learning more about blackjack.
Right. And one more thing, too. We're talking about this video in the live feed and talking about it. Our guests on that video on the Friday Beers with Anthony and Andrew was Andrew Economan from the Downtown Grand.
Right.
So it's worth checking it out. Andrew Economan had some really interesting things to say, as did Andrew Hunt. But I was between two Andrews there.
Yeah, you were like between two ferns.
And it was interesting. And when the one other comment was Anthony gets a little bit abrasive when he drinks.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Well, they like it. There was another comment that says Anthony gets loose. We like when Anthony gets loose.
Well, look, it's not the drinking. I mean, for the most part, it's not the drinking. It's a different format.
Yeah.
We've got a live guest. We're supposed to stimulate some conversation, right? And I think that's what they were talking about when I was ragging on him for the drinks they were selling for $30 at Downtown Grand, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, sounds like a ripoff.
Yeah.
And everyone, not everyone, but one person said, he gets a little bit abrasive. But I mean, really, it was, we just try to spice those up and get some commentary going and have a little fun when we do the live feeds.
Well, and I also think it's okay that you said that because it's honest. And then the other thing is that there's so many good deals at the Downtown Grand. There's so much value in going to the Downtown Grand that, who cares about the 3-ounce shot of alcohol.
$30 3-ounce pour.
Yeah, $30 3-ounce pour, which is probably better than you're going to find at other pools anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Andrew Economan was certainly proud of it.
Yeah. And in this week's question of the week comes to us in regards to one of our favorite downtown casinos, CIRCA. It says, I understand that CIRCA is a 21 and over casino, but I thought they just checked IDs at the door, not scanned your driver's license ID. What happens to your info once they've scanned your ID? No, I'm not a wanted felon. I was just cautious when handing over my name, address, date of birth, etc.
Well, what do you think happens?
I assume that it just, they make sure it's a real ID and they let you in and they probably don't do anything with the info.
Yeah. I don't know for sure, but I've talked to a few people over there and I think they want it, it does act like just looking at your ID, but they also want it on file in case there's a problem. Because, there's sometimes things happen down on Fremont Street. I don't think they do anything with the data in terms of selling it and whatever, although they might. I don't know for sure that they don't. But the point is this. They're the only casino in all of Vegas that makes you show ID to enter. And I mean, that not just scans it, but only even makes you show it. The other one was Silver Sevens during the pandemic. That's what they do at CIRCA. And if you want to go into CIRCA, you have to make a decision. Do you want to give up that information or do you want to move on? So if you want to see the inside of that fantastic place, which it really is worth seeing, if only to look at the fantastic sportsbook area with the screens, you're going to have to give it up because there's no way around it. I've tried to kind of sneak through a couple times, and they're like, "Hey, get over here." So let me not to sneak through because I'm a felon or anything,
right?
But just to test it,
to see how
rigorous, and they're very rigorous. So if you want to go in, you're gonna have to give it up.
And in this week's Jackpot of the Week, it comes to us from Joseph Y. He says, "I thought I'd send this as a Jackpot of the Week or as a topic of your pay tape pay table mistakes conversation a few weeks ago, wondering if Anthony would guess this is a mistake or just an experimental pay table. As soon as I saw it, I started playing, and it only took me about 20 minutes to hit. Too bad I saw it at the end of a session. Thanks, guys. Joseph. You once called me Jason in a previous Jackpot of the Week.
Okay, so Joseph Jason sent in his second jackpot.
Yeah.
This one's pretty amazing. I mean, we had to run this one. Absolutely, this was definitely not an experiment. This was an error.
Okay.
The analysis of this is what this was is a deuces game, paying 1,000 for quarters. So just like a regular royal flush on a dirty royal.
Okay.
All right, so the regular royal was still paying 1,000. The dirty royal, which is a royal flush made with deuces,
Yes.
was also 1,000.
And it's usually 125 credits.
Yeah, exactly. And so the analysis on this, we ran it through the computer. We talk about machine. I mean, we find schedules that are paying 102%. Oh, wow, fantastic!
Yeah.
Let's go play that. Everybody, run over 102. That sort of thing. This one was 335.44%.
That's incredible.
335.44%. They made a mistake.
So, Anthony, how does that happen?
Just programming error, or a bad chip, wrong chip. Something like that. This came from the discussion of the carousel bar
At the Plaza.
Where they had made the error on the progressive on the double bonus on the 4 aces.
Yes.
And that was gone within a week. And I'm not sure where this one was because he didn't disclose. I asked him. I actually wrote back to him and said, "Where was it?"
Yeah.
And he didn't respond. So I doubt it's still there. These things get found out. They get beat and then they get found out. It's especially when a new place opens. Whenever a new casino opens, people go flocking to it,
right,
because they think it's going to be lucky. That's why they go. They think that it's either lucky or the casino has set the machines to hit, so they'll get more publicity. Neither is true.
Right.
The machines are what they always are. There's no extra luck. They're not set differently.
And it all goes through the gaming commission.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But a lot of pros go to openings too, right after the opening, because they're looking for mistakes like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So in fact, when the casinos were opening all across the United States, when they were opening in Mississippi and Indiana and Iowa and Illinois, there was a group that I knew that went around in a motorhome.
Okay.
We used to call them the motorhome guys.
Yeah.
And they'd go from state to state to different jurisdictions, going into all the new places as they opened up, looking for and finding mistakes and glitches, which they would take advantage of.
And they would look for mistakes just like this. They'd look for pay schedules that were a little off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they weren't doing anything wrong. They weren't gaffing the machines themselves. They weren't cheating in any way. They were just looking for games that were presented that were miscalibrated. And they did real well. They used to find a lot of things. And we still do to this day. And, here's an example.
All right. So things happen. And if you're perceptive and you're out there and you study your gaming and read your books, then you're more likely to stumble upon something.
Nice jackpot. Nice game. 335.44%. Well done.
Yeah, there you go. All right, everybody. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. One new thing that we have is a little store below. So if you want to buy a Las Vegas Advisor mug or a T-shirt, we got them now.
We're going commercial.
Yeah, sort of.
Commercial. Got to pay the light bill.
That's right. Or if we need to hire a new editor, we can do that. So
Great.
Anything else to add, Anthony?
No. I guess I'd say, good news about the Palms.
Yeah.
And that lobster buffet. Come buy your member rewards book from LVA. Pay $50, save $65 on one coupon, right?
That's right. It's a $65 savings.
Yep.
All right. You heard it here, and that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.